Good morning, Grade 9, Grade 9 Samaria, Sinai, and Shiloh. Appetizers are known as pampagana. They are the foods which stimulate the appetite through their attractive appearance, fragrance, or appealing flavor. They are small pieces or portions of highly seasoned food usually served before a meal. Appetizers can include anything from fish to meat. Nuts and chips often served before dinner or large family lunches. This is the part 1 of our chapter 2, Preparing Appetizers. And we are going to talk about the following: history of appetizers, classifications of appetizers, tools and equipment needed in the preparation of appetizers, tasty, crunchy, cold and hot appetizers, and the different types of hot appetizers. Appetizers were originally introduced by the Athenians as a buffet in the early 3rd century BC. They would serve sea urchins, cockles, sturgeon, and garlic. However, they were unpopular because these tiny meals were not followed up with a main course, leaving everyone hungry and wanting for more. Appetizers became popular in the 19th century as meals evolved into a more of a structured meal. In America and in England during the 1860s, appetizers were served between the main course and dessert as a refresher. But by the 20th century, they had taken their place as a precursor to the main course. It is said that appetizers are the dishes that can truly be considered Filipino because we are known for using our hands to eat small finger foods that come with the first course. Aperitifs were introduced by the Romans and were classified as a liquid appetizer that typically contained alcohol. In addition to inciting hunger, like food appetizers, the purpose of aperitif were also meant to help the imminent digestion process. These drinks could be shared from a single glass and passed around the table to all members of the eating party. The second part of our lesson for preparing appetizers will focus on 5 points: presenting appetizers, preparing appetizers, serving appetizers, holding and storing appetizers, and health and safety practices. There are at least 9 classifications of appetizers. They are cocktail appetizers or doves, canapé, relishes or crudités, petit salads, chips and dips, fresh fruits and vegetables, finger foods, and miscellaneous hors d'oeuvres. Cocktail appetizers are made of seafood or fruit with a tart or tangy sauce. These appetizers are always served chilled, often on a bed of crushed ice. So there are different kinds of cocktail appetizers. We have oysters and clams served on a half shell, shrimp, crab meat, lobster, fruits, firm flakes, white fish, relishes. Relishes are raw or pickled vegetable cut into attractive shapes, and it can serve as an appetizer. Hors d'oeuvres refers to small portions of highly seasoned foods. It is a combination of canapés, olives, stuffed celery, pickled radishes, and fish. It is served on individual plates when guests are seated. Sometimes it is simply placed on a platter and passed around, or doves are served cold or hot. Canapés are made out of thin slices of bread in different shapes. The bread may be toasted, sautéed in butter, or dipped in a well-seasoned mixture of egg, cheese, fish, or meat, then deep fried. It is a finger food consisting of three parts: a base, a spread or toppings, and garnish. They could be served hot or cold. There are no set principles for the making of canapes. You may create your own combination of different colored items and cut the pieces of bread, toasted or fried, and biscuits. Again, there are three parts. We have the base. The base holds the spread and the garnish. You can use crackers or toast because they are firmer and give a pleasing texture and crispiness to the canapé. The second part, after the base, is the spread. The spread can be placed on top of the base so that the garnish sticks to it without falling off. So for the spread, you can use flavored butter, flavored cream cheese, or meat and fish salad spread. The third part is what we call the garnish. So you can use any food item or combination of items placed on top of the spread, which usually gives color, design, and texture or flavor to accent the canapé. These are the different kinds of breads that you can use as a base for canapes. Remember, the base holds the spread and the garnish. So you can use bread cutouts, crackers, tiny biscuits, or any unsweetened pastry shell. Relishes or crudités are raw vegetables. They are served with dips, and these are known as achara in Filipino or ensalada. So when we say cru, it is a French term which means raw or hilaw. So crudités or relishes are pickled items which are raw, crisp vegetables such as julienne carrots or celery sticks. Relishes are generally placed before the guest in a slightly deep boat-shaped dish. Petit salads are small portions and usually display the characteristics in most salads. So yung salad, kapag maliit or small portions, ang tawag natin doon ay petit salad. So yung salad na kaunti lang is considered as an appetizer. Chips and dips are popular accompaniments to potato chips, crackers, and raw vegetables. Proper consistency in the preparation is important for many dips. It must not be so thick that it cannot be scooped up without breaking the chip or crackers, but it must be thick enough to stick to the items used as dipper. Fresh fruits and vegetables are the simplest appetizer. Fruits are good appetizers because they can give an attractive appearance, fragrance, appealing taste, and delicious flavor. For example, you could serve a platter of thinly sliced cucumbers, chunks of red bell pepper, and baby carrots. For a fruit tray, consider serving red and green grapes, as well as chunks of mango with toothpicks inserted in them. Finger foods are variety of appetizers wherein the only requirement is that you keep everything small enough to be picked up with the fingers and eaten with a little mess. If you want to serve your favorite homemade sausages, then cut them into small pieces, wrap them with a small piece of pastry shell, and baked. Or serve your favorite baked sweet potato fries with a mayonnaise-based dipping sauce. Miscellaneous hors d'oeuvres are a variety of food, both hot and cold, served as appetizers. The serving is smaller in unit size or portion size that can be eaten with forks, from small plates, or with the fingers. So we have the following miscellaneous hors d'oeuvres. We have antipasto, bruschetta, tapas, caviar, and amuse-bouche. Moving on to the tools and equipment needed in the preparations of appetizers, let us first define what a mise en place is. Mise en place is a French term which means set in place. It means having everything ready to cook and in its place. These are the advanced preparations you need to do to save time. You should be able to identify and prepare all needed tools and equipment as well as the ingredients to make the preparation and cooking easy. So in other words, pag sinabi nating mise en place, lahat ng tools and equipment na gagamitin, lahat ng ingredients na gagamitin natin ay ating inihahanda bago tayo magsimula ng preparation and cooking. A bowl cutter is a sharp-edged scoop used to cut out balls of fruits and vegetables. So ito yung ginagamit natin para makapag-prepare tayo ng melon balls, watermelon balls, or yung mula doon sa melon, yung cantaloupe, yan. And then we have the rubber spatula. They are used to scrape off contents of a bowl. Channel knife is a small hand tool used to make garnishes. A spatula is used to manipulate foods like spreading, and a French knife is a tool used to chop, slice, and dice. A paring knife is used to trim and pare fruits and vegetables, while a butter curler is a kitchen tool designed to produce decorative butter shapes to be used in food decoration. An apple corer is a device used to remove the core and the pips of an apple. It is also used for pears or similar fruits. An apple cutter is used to cut apple and similar fruits easily without removing the core and pips at the same time. A baster is a large tube made of metal, plastic, or glass with a small opening on one end and a rubber bulb at the other end. It can be filled with drippings, broth, butter, and other sauces to baste food while it is cooking. A biscuit cutter is a kitchen tool intended to cut biscuits and other pastry shapes, while a biscuit presser consists of a cylindrical with a plunger on one end, which is used to extrude cookie dough through a small hole at the other end. A bottle opener is an opener used to remove caps and corks from bottles. A bread knife is a knife with a long blade that has a serrated or scalloped edge that is used to cut bread without flattening it. While a cake and pie server, it is used to cut slices in pies or cakes and then transfer to a plate or container. A cheese knife is a type of kitchen knife specifically used to cut cheese, while a chef's knife is a cutting tool used in food preparation. A chinois is a conical sieve with extremely fine mesh. It is used to strain custard, puree, soups, and sauces, producing a very smooth texture. A colander can be made out of metal or plastic. It is a container with a perforated bottom and it is used for draining and straining food like pasta. So if you are cooking spaghetti or sometimes you are cooking pancit canton, you are using a colander. A crab cracker is used to crack the tough shells of crabs, lobsters, and other edible crustaceans. A cutting board is used for cutting fruits and vegetables. A dough scraper is a versatile tool that helps lift sticky dough, scrape clean a rolling pin, move slice or chopped vegetable to a saute pan, and more. A corkscrew, on the other hand, is a tool used to draw corks from wine bottles, beer bottles, and other household bottles. An egg piercer is used to break a tiny opening in an eggshell to prevent the shell from cracking and the yolk from turning green while boiling. An egg poacher, on the other hand, is a piece of cookware meant to help cooking an egg in a particular way. Now, let's move on to egg separator. What is it? It is a slatted spoon-like utensil used to separate the yolk of an egg from the egg white. An egg slicer, it is used to slice peeled, hard-boiled eggs quickly and evenly. An egg slicer consists of a slatted dish for holding the egg and the hinged plate of wires or blades that can be closed to slice. A fillet knife has a long, narrow blade. It is a knife with a finely serrated blade used to prepare and fillet fish. A fish scaler is a kitchen tool used to remove the scales from the skin of the fish. So kapag wala tayong fish scaler, ang ginagamit lang ng mga mami natin ay ang utility knife. A flour sifter naman, it is used to remove lumps and debris from the flour. Yung mga impurities, baka may stapler, baka may sinulid, or may plastic. And a flour sifter is also useful to make the flour a lighter consistency. Moving on to food mill, it is consists of a bowl, a plate with holes like a colander, and a crack with a bent metal blade which crushes the food and forces it through the holes. It is used to mash or sieve soft foods. A funnel is a pipe with a wide conical mouth and a narrow stem. It is used to channel liquid or fine-grained substances into containers with small openings. A garlic press is a kitchen utensil used to crush garlic cloves efficiently. A grapefruit knife is a special type of knife. It is designed to cut grapefruit and other citrus fruits. A cheese grater is a kitchen tool designed to shred cheese easily. A ladle is a type of serving spoon. It is used for soups, stews, and other foods. A lemon rimmer is a small kitchen utensil used to extract juice from a lemon or other small citrus fruits. A lemon squeezer, on the other hand, is a small kitchen utensil designed to extract juice from lemons or other fruits such as oranges, grapefruit, lime, or dalandan. A lobster pick is a long, narrow food utensil used to extract meat from the joints, legs, claws, and other small parts of a lobster. Measuring spoons are used to measure dry and liquid ingredients in small quantities. Measuring cups comes in various sizes and volumes. It is used to measure dry and liquid ingredients as well. We also have a glass measuring cup. It is a container which is usually transparent. It is smooth in the inside with a graduation mark on the outside to read. This is used for measuring liquid ingredients like water and oil. Mixing bowls are used to combine food ingredients when preparing recipes. A mixing spoon is used to mix ingredients. It is made of wood in different sizes and different length of the handle. Mortar and pestle is a tool used to pound and grind substances in a mortar. A nutcracker is a tool or device used to open or crack the shell of nuts. A nutmeg grate is a device used to grate a nutmeg seed. How about a pastry blender? It is a kitchen tool used to mix a hard, solid fat into flour in order to make pastries. It is made of wires curved into crescent shape and held by a rigid handle. Moving on to pastry brush and pastry wheel. A pastry brush is a small, flat brush used for coating pastry with butter and eggs. A pastry wheel, on the other hand, is a handled tool with a thin, sharp wheel used for marking and cutting rolled out dough. Minsan tinatawag din natin tong pizza cutter if it is used for cutting pizza. A potato masher is a utensil used to crush soft food for such dishes as mashed potatoes and applesauce. A poultry shears looks like a scissors, but it is used to dejoint and cut uncooked poultry like chicken. A rolling pin is a cylinder of wood or other material, usually with a short handle at each end, and it is used for rolling out dough. A sieve is a tool with a meshed or perforated bottom. It is used for separating coarse from fine parts of loose matter. It is also used for straining liquids, especially the one with a circular frame and fine meshes or perforations. A slatted spoon skimmer is a wide, shallow wire mesh basket with a long handle. It is used for removing hot food from liquids or skimming foam when making broths. Are you learning, guys? Well, I hope you are. Let's proceed to tin opener. A tin opener, it is used to open tins or cans. And a tomato knife is a small kitchen knife that are designed especially for cutting or slicing tomatoes. Tongs are used to grip and lift one or more items from hot surfaces such as barbecues or to select small items such as sugar cubes or salad portions. A trussing needle is a long stainless steel needle. It varies in sizes, from 4 to 10 inches in length, threaded with twine, and it is used to truss food. A wire whip, it is used to mix thinner liquids, and sometimes it is used when mixing egg mixture. A zester is used to remove zest or citrus peels in thin strips. Ito yung ginagamit nating pang flavoring kapag nagluluto tayo ng leche plan, and sometimes nilalagay din natin to sa mga cocktails. A chiller, it is used to keep cold foods chilled before serving. And an oven is a compartment used for baking, heating, or drying. Allow me to read a verse from 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 43b. It says, "Thank you, Lord, for food to eat with some leftover." This is your teacher, Malou Obispo, saying thank you for listening. Stay well and safe always, and may God bless us all. Goodbye.